Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Francisca Brackin. For those who are new here, welcome. Check see if you subscribe and go and subscribe. Go and check out the other videos after this one. They are great videos on this channel, okay? You guys, the word of the Lord that came to me tonight was, first and foremost, I want to tell you how it go down, right? I was there and I was lying down and I was just asking the Lord, I said, you don't have anything for me to say or whatever it is. And I began to feel sad because I'm accustomed to ignore the noise, right? I'm still in the EP center, so you know I'm not the only person that is here, right? So I was there and I was there and I was just asking and I say, Holy One, do you want me to say anything? And he began to tell me something. You know, I thought he wasn't going to say anything, so I become sad, and I stayed away from listening to you whole day, and I had so much of things, so I was feeling sad, and I lie down there, and I began to just speak to him, you know, and he started was to speak back to me, and I started to show him certain things, and I say, people maybe think I'm foolish because I'm foolish, I'm too nice because people do me all kind of things. The Lord reveals so much people character and so much people ways when it comes to, you know, that they really wasn't for me, that, you know, that they tried to hurt me, that they're trying all kind of things, you know, to do this and to do that against me. And other people may be thinking I'm foolish because I'm still being nice and I'm still being loving and I'm still being caring and I'm still, you know, all of that. And the Lord began to say something to me, and he said, I was just telling him, I say, it's not that I'm being nice or I'm being, you know, I'm being too foolish or whatever it is. I say, this is who I am. I say, that is their reflection of who they are. They are giving off their reflection of who they really are. Their ways, everything that you do, you decide to hurt someone or whatever, it shows who you really are. And I am not really like that, so I forgive easy and I let things go quick because that is not who I am. It can't stick. And the Lord began to tell me this, and he said, now you're transfiguring. And I say, what do you mean transfiguring? He said, you have transfigured, and you transfigure, you show your true self to, just like Christ Jesus did on the mountain, when the mountain of transfiguration, he went up there, and three with Moses and Elijah, I believe, you know, came down and they witnessed him, and the Lord said, this is my beloved son, here, listen to him. And the Lord began to tell me, and he said, every time you do something good to someone who is undeserving of it, to someone that hurt you, to somebody that is underneath, that is trying all kind of thing, that is doing all kind of thing against you, you know, every time you still be loving and you still be kind and you still be genuinely nice to persons, he said, he said always like a voice come down from heaven and show that you are my beloved son, in whom I'm well pleased. You show who you are, you show your character, who you are to these people, that this is who you really are, that this is who you really are. You show who you really are. He said their actions show. He said because it's not what comes out of or what goes into a man that defiles a man, but what comes out of him. We see people's action through what comes out of them. He began to tell me this also. He said certain things the Lord allow to happen, certain afflictions, certain things he allowed to happen because it shows the realness and the fakeness in individual. The Lord will put friends in with you when you're going through some stuff, and as time passes and you don't have anything to give them, and you don't this and whatever it is, and all the benefit stuff and all of these kind of things, the friend stop being the friend, the person stop being the person. He said, but when the benefits is there, and he said, oh, this is a test to show if who is the real one and who is the fake, right? Because the real ones will stay. It's like gold. You put acid on gold, it stays the same way. You put acid on any other thing, it change, it turn the color. So he starts out, these things that happen or wherever it is, the Lord put you and put others in the same situation, and It shows your realness, because why? You stay the same, but it shows their fakeness. He said because many people profess to be Christians, many people profess to be children of the Most High God, and it have the real one and the fake one, but they all look the same. But are you still the same child of the Most High God? Are you still the same born again Christian man and Christian woman when you're going through some stuff that is demanding for you to turn, that is forcing you to turn your hands? He said because the same Christian individual will be the same, regardless if it's good times, I'm still the same way. Regardless if I'm going through bad time, God is still God, I'm still the same way. Regardless of if he loves me, if he hates me, I'm still the same way. I'm gonna still worship him the same way. I'm gonna still worship him with my right living, with my clean heart, with my good heart, the same way. Because it's not them that is, oh God, because people say it's been this person taken advantage of, and you're too nice, this or whatever. Is not. Listen, I live a life with a certain conduct. My thing is like this. It's not man I am desiring to please. I'm not desiring to please man or desiring to be liked by men. I'm desiring to be God's child. I'm desiring each day for him to look down and say, look at my beloved child in whom I'm well pleased. So when I do certain things, I ask myself, is this displaying the characteristics of a child of the Most High God? I'm not saying that I won't have time when my human ways, cause certain things to happen or whatever. I'm not saying that I won't have time when I slip and when I fall, but I'm saying that every time, oh God, I fall, I remember what he said to me, a just man falls 7 times but rises up again. I don't stay in the same way. If I can, oh God, I don't stay doing the same thing. I desire each day to please him. I live my life with this code of conduct to please him each day, regardless if I slip up, if I mess up, because let me tell you something. You see, when you're really is a child of God, and you're really one of his own, we are the hardest up on ourselves. When we make mistakes, we ready to throw in the towel, ready to say, I can't do that. We ready to throw in the towel. We ready to throw in the towel. And it's thank God for grace. It's thank God that the Lord is with us, that we don't give up on ourselves. Because we think to ourselves, we're supposed to be perfect. We're not supposed to make mistakes. We're not supposed to fall. And this is why the Lord have to come and tell us that it's not by your good works that you are saved. It's not because you're perfect. And these are the things that keep us still going and keep us still being righteous and keep us still trying. So it's not because you want to be pleased or you want to please anyone or you're wherever it is. It's because when I know there's someone that is looking at me and oh God, I'm not doing it for anyone. I'm doing it for him. I'm not being that person for anyone. I'm doing it for him. And I don't know. But something happened to me when you're really born again and when you really spend time in the presence of the Lord. He gave you something which is, you can say it's good, or some people look at it as something that is bad, but he gave you this letting go. You don't hold people in mind. That is why people people will have you in mind thinking you have them in mind. People will have you in mind thinking you have them in mind when you have already released them, because my heart is not something. The Lord created this heart inside of me. It's not something that have unforgiveness. It is easy to forgive. Remember, I'm becoming more like him. Every time I spend more time in his presence and every time I get to know him, and the more he spends with me, I'm becoming more like him. So this is why I am how I am. But he say, every time you go in situations like this, and you listen, Joseph's brothers saw that Joseph was really a child of the Most High God. Because you have every right to act a fool. But anybody could act out so. Anybody could do an eye for eye. Anybody could act that. It takes a real strong person, and it takes the real child of God. It takes a strong person to turn the other cheek. It takes a real child of God to still love, regardless of all of the things that you're going through that is telling you to hate. It takes a real one to still maintain their integrity and to still love and to still be kind. But don't think we are stupid. We are kind. We are kind-hearted, we are nice, we are loving, we are forgiving, but when the Lord shows us certain people's character, we move differently. We move more wisely. Because he ain't going, listen, we aren't going to walk a road before and get cut on that road. And then You know, because time pass or wherever it is, and we forget about the cut that we get on the road. When we walk in the road again, we go in and just be walking the same way. No, we're going to move more cautious because we remember. So even if we forget or whatever, even though we forgive and it's time past, we are going to be wise now when we're doing certain things with certain people. We're not going to hate them, but we're going to be wise. We're going to move differently. We're going to move wisely. Right? So it's that all of the stuff that you're going through, the Lord is just displaying to others that this is my beloved Son in whom I'm well pleased. Every time you go through it and every time you still love someone, even though you have every right to hate, the Lord is saying, this is my beloved Son in whom I'm well pleased. You're showing the true colors that is inside of you. You're showing your true heart. You're showing that, yes, this one here, this is what the Lord said. He said, someone showed me something. He said, this is what a true child of God looks like. He said, this is why he's saying this is why he's saying to the devils, who are guessing, this is what true child of God look like. This person kick you on, so yes, you just don't curse them out. Yeah, you're just no child kind of thing, and yeah, this is what true child of God look like. He said that's what he's be doing. He's be doing this. This is why. Anyway, you guys, like I always say, stay blessed, stay strong. I don't want to make it really, really long. Stay blessed, stay strong. Remember Yahshua, Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, whatever name you want to call him. He's still our Abba, he's still our great one. Loves you, loves you, loves you, love you. And I love you. Go and like, share, and subscribe. Check out the other videos that is down below. Right? Bye, guys.